Dale, yesterday made a decision to part with Ady Pennock. Some people would see that as a peculiar decision, with the club being second in the league and going for the playoffs, but you know, you're the man who makes the decisions, really.
Yeah, and it was one of those decisions, really. I mean, it was a difficult decision to make, very difficult, and it looks a bit odd on the face of it, as you say, second in the league, and had our best season ever and that kind of stuff. But if you look more particularly at our form of the last 7 games and the games that we've got coming up and how important they are, and then factor in my belief that we weren't able to shake ourselves out of that form with our current manager, that's what led to the decision, really.
Yeah, it's a very very bold decision, but one that you're obviously going to stand by. And now you hope Scotty can take it on and get you to Wembley and the Football League.
Yeah, it's about giving ourselves the best chance we can in the playoffs, and I felt leading things as they were wasn't going to do that. And as bold as this decision is and fairly drastic, I feel it gives us a better shot, a better chance to do well, get to Wembley and win it. And Scott's a good guy. He's very capable. Good coach, knows our players, and he's grabbed hold of it with both hands.
Yeah, Scott previously had a spell as caretaker manager when David Hockaday went. Technically, Scott's the most successful manager in Forest Green's history with 2 wins. So again, you've got every confidence in him, and he's probably matured from that spell as well.
Yeah, he'll have learned a lot since then. He's a great guy. Just gave faith in him. The timing of this is not ideal. The situation we're in is not ideal. We have had a great season, but to do this ahead of the playoffs, to go into it effectively managerless, is a little bit crazy, perhaps. But I do think it's better than the alternative.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with it.
You named the road up to the stadium another way, so I guess it's another example of you yourself as a person being slightly left field, really.
Yeah, I don't know if it's never been done before in football, this. I get what you're saying. I don't think it's a particularly left field decision so much as a very decisive one. You said bold, other people have said bold, other people have said more rude things. It's a big decision, but I felt it had to be made. I felt that doing nothing was worse, actually.
And again, as chairman, you know what's going on behind the scenes rather than people who are outside the club. So you see the day-to-day things.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. Although I would say this hasn't been driven by anything else, hasn't been driven by off-pitch stuff or anything like that. This is all about football. And as I say, my job as chairman, I think, is to call time when I think it needs to be called and make a change wherever that is in the setup of the club. It's not just with the manager, but that's my job.
And I mean, there's been a lot of doom and gloom around the place, but it's incredible when you think the club are second and they've got a great chance of creating history. So there should be a lot more, and I'm sure Scott will foster it, a lot of positive energy.
Yeah, I haven't seen an awful lot of doom and gloom myself. Obviously, the results of the last few games and the games themselves haven't been great. I think it's been more disappointing than doom and gloom, because we've had such a great season. That's the thing. It's been disappointing, but it's exciting. What we're facing now, we're just 2 weeks away from hopefully getting to where we want to be.
Yes, Scott took his first sort of proper training session as caretaker manager today. We've spoken to him today, and he said there was a lot of positive energy, and the players are ready, really to go. And when you bring a caretaker in or a new manager, that tends to give everyone a bit of a lift.
Because it's a football thing, isn't it? Change your manager, gives the team a lift. You never want to face a team that's been on a bad run and then change the manager just before you meet them or lose the manager. You don't want to do that, do you, as a club?
At this present time, are you thinking about a new manager, or you just want to get this part of the season away and then look into it?
Yeah, our total focus right now is on the playoffs, and giving all the support we can to Scotty and the team to win those. We are receiving CVs, of course, already. This is football. It's incredible how fast that happens. But we'll go through a process like we did last time, draw ourselves up a shortlist. We'll spend time, take the care to get it right, and choose the person we think is best for the job in due course. We've got no timetable set up for that. But we'll try and do it as early as we can so that they get the earliest start they can to the new season.
Yeah. Scott hasn't really been drawn on whether, if we get the dream and go into the Football League, whether or not he would be interested in the job. He's very passionate still about his academy, isn't he? That's his sort of baby, really.
Yeah, that's right. It is. I've had chat to Scotty. I know where he's coming from. So if he's not going to be drawn, we can leave it like that. But he is passionate about the academy. He's done really well there. If we get ourselves into League Two, then he's got a bigger opportunity. He can do much more with the academy. So that's at least that good thing for him. But we'll see. We don't know where we're going to be in 2 weeks' time.
That's the exciting part of football, really, isn't it? And life in general. And you've got a man there that you can trust and let him get on with the football side.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. All the best. Cheers.